If your parents, if the people around you said all the things you thought they should have, if they had just not been toxic, if they'd encouraged you, you wouldn't have any muscle.
The things that you went through give you the tenacity to fight. If you don't learn how to master the breaking point, every time life runs you to a breaking point, you will give up and quit.
Don't live in the past and the discouragement of the past. Make sure that the greatest pull on your life is the pull of the future.
Listen to me, man. You have a great life in front of you. But your great life is in front of you. It's not behind you.
Your relationship with yourself is the foundation for everything in life. If you believe that you are a good person who is worthy of good things, you tend to do good things.
We all go through disappointments and things that are not fair, and it's easy to hold on to the hurts and think about what they said, relive the offense, souring our attitude, draining our energy, limiting our creativity.
Your energy matters. You need energy.
That's going to benefit your life. You can only put it into the future. Putting energy into your past is never going to progress. There's 0% chance of getting what you want. It's a losing game.
Doesn't matter about what happens to you. What matters is, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do now? How long are you going to tell everybody at the bus stop and anybody who would stand and listen to you? How long are you going to repeat the same thing over and over again? How many times do we have to hear that?
And you say, but what if it's family, Tony? Mine was family too. My mom would think I was lying, and I wasn't lying. She poured liquid soap down my throat till I threw up, and I wasn't lying. So it's not the physical abuse, it's the fact that this is the person you love most that's trying to hurt you that messes with your head. So I could have been messed up for life, but I didn't. Because something inside me says, I'm responsible for this life.
You take your personal responsibility seriously in all the decisions that you make. And if you do not live up to that responsibility, then everything degenerates. And it's on you. You have all the possibility of the world at hand. Don't lie to yourself.
If you don't heal from emotional wounds, you will bleed on people that had nothing to do with it.
Take full responsibility for your life. It's where you are and the responsibility that you're going to take yourself where you want to go. You want to take responsibility for your life. I got me here, I can get me out of this. I'm not going to be a volunteer victim.
Yes, there are people that you don't want to hang out with that will not serve you. But then move on. Don't sit there and talk about it constantly. Don't waste your time.
Do you know, man, that you can actually mess your life completely up? You can jack it all the way up, and you can turn around and get it right. Do you understand that?
Believe in yourself and get up out of there and go do what you've got to do.
I was so stuck feeling sorry for myself and angry, and none of that was taking me anywhere.
We get up in the morning, and it's the first thing that comes to mind. We don't realize how much that's affecting us.
If you are really angry, it's because it happened again. We hit this 1, 2, 3 mini point, and then our nervous system overreacts. If you go into a state of really strong anger for more than 5 minutes, your immune system is suppressed between an hour and a half to 2 hours. That's a physiological fact. You need to move on and forgive yourself for being so caught up in this, because anger is hurting you, it's not hurting them. Resentment is like drinking poison and expecting your enemy to die.
I had to let it go. I had to forgive and begin to focus on developing myself. You're going to have people do things to you. Things are going to happen to you. The most important thing is to harness your will and let it go. And move so you can grow.
Things that are not fair will come. How you deal with these offenses, how you handle the hurts, will determine whether you move forward or whether you get stuck, bitter over what didn't work out.
You will never be defeated by what they say about you. You will be defeated by what you say about yourself. If you don't learn how to forgive, you cannot thrive. You cannot move forward, and you will always suffer.
Most of us stack the negative, but what I've learned is you can stack the good.
Protect yourself from negativity. And that's what stops most people, negative thoughts. You can coat your mind from negativity. The way you can put a coating around your mind is with one simple thing: gratitude. Gratitude erases negativity. And start going over in your mind everything you have to be grateful for.
I started stacking good, like, okay, let me stack a dozen great memories, feel them, see them, experience them. And I felt this biochemical change that went on for a day or two. And so I've learned to stack the good. So just having the experience is not enough. You got to stack the good to be able to appreciate it.
It's not that easy to be grateful because life does involve pain and suffering. It's easy to rationally justify resentment. Gratitude and courage are both difficult. There's all sorts of reasons to be timid and ungrateful. It's to work against the evidence in some way that constitutes the core of the virtue.
How can you ever sustain happiness for an extended period of time if you're always looking for what's missing? You can't. I don't care who you are. I don't care how smart you are. I don't care how much you care. It doesn't work. That's not how the software works in the brain.
Say thank you for grace. Thank you for mercy. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for wisdom. Thank you for parents. Thank you for love. Thank you in advance for what's already yours. That's how I live my life. That's why I am. One of the reasons why I am today. Say thank you in advance for what is already yours.
We all have a past. Don't live in your past. Why? Future is awesome. There are amazing things awaiting you in your future. So why allow the hooks of your past to show up in your life and just keep you in the same place? We all have a past, but refuse to live in that past.
Don't feel guilty because somebody else wants to ruin their life. You can try to help them, but you have a life to live, and I'm just telling you, don't let somebody else with a problem steal your life. Now, please help them, do all you can for them, pray for them, but all you can do is give people opportunity.
All of us have experienced some tragedy. And you can either let it destroy your life or you can build upon it. You can permit it to let it hold you down, or you can decide, I'm not going to let that happen to me. I'm bigger than this. Declare all out war that you're going to get out of this rut.